staying consistent. Many of us, pretty much all of us, want to do it. Not many of us can stick to it. We all deviate, but can you stay consistent most of the time? Well, it's actually not about doing the thing, because doing the thing is the easy part, especially if you've been in a rut, because then you have the motivation to change. The key word there is motivation. You have been not on track and you say, this week I'm gonna do something about it. Maybe you go to the gym that day, you feel great in yourself, you say, I'm back, I'm taking souls, no mercy. And that's the problem. You are already rewarding yourself way too much. And yeah, you should be happy, you did something today. I'm not saying don't be happy, but don't act like you're back, lad, because you're not. You are on track to being back, but one day, even 1 week, you stayed consistent that week. But consistency isn't about tooting your own horn. I had to censor what I was actually going to say there. Tooting your own horn for doing the things you should have been doing for the past month. It's about proving you can constantly do that, because you only have the motivation to do it because right now you are in a pit of self-hatred. And look, that's as good as motivation as any, but what about when the motivation runs out, lad? What about when you feel like you've done everything? Because that's when it's real dangerous for me. When I feel good in myself, when I feel like I've been doing the right things, that's when I can make allowances for myself. That is when I can treat myself to a day off. Treat myself to a little dopamine session where I indulge in instant gratification. I'm not saying these things are necessarily bad, but they are. If these choices spiral into getting us back to the place that we don't want to be. That's the thing you've got to watch out for, lad. The reason you can't stay consistent is because you set the bar too low for what consistent is. You've been inconsistent for a week, you go to the gym again, or you go back onto your business, or you'll do your work for 2 days in a row, and you convince yourself you're consistent again. No. You were consistent for 2 days, but you are not consistent. To be something, to be a person that identifies as something, you have to do it long enough where your subconscious really believes you are that. That can take a month, at least. You want to be consistent. Consistency literally means the same result no matter the environment. I'll give you an example. The restaurant that I'm working at is quite new and it's not very consistent with the customers that come in. Some days it does bits, we're completely stacked, and other days we'll do like 2 tables. That is not consistent. Not being consistent is going to the gym when you're motivated, when you're full of self-hate and you want to show your demons who's boss. But then when you're feeling like you're done, maybe you're tired, maybe the weather's not there, maybe your friends have convinced you don't need to go that extra day. Whatever it is, you don't go then because the motivation was gone. That's not consistency. That's only going when you're motivated. That's only going when you feel like it. And all this, I'm back, you need to stop that, lad. You can feel good about yourself. Look, the last video I did up here was when I was day 1 out of 5. And you can feel good about that because it can just take a day to get back to the mental place you were in. But you need to know in the back of your mind, you need to have it there, that you still have a lot to do and a lot to prove. Don't do a good thing in one day and then go, right, that's it, I've paid my dues. No, you haven't. You haven't paid your dues in that week, month or year. You haven't paid your dues until you've achieved some long-time goals. And then guess what? Once you've done that, you've got some more dues to pay. That is your life. And you should learn to enjoy it, and you will enjoy it once you become consistent, because then you can identify with that. Consistency is going every single day that you are supposed to go, no matter if you feel tired, no matter if you feel motivated, happy, sad, confident, whatever. That is consistency. And you can't stay consistent because you're too busy rewarding yourself for not even being consistent. I'll tell you what. Allow yourself to do one hedonistic activity a week. Maybe it's have a wee drink. Whatever it is. But only let yourself have it if you've been consistent that week. And make it a small thing. And don't over-reward yourself, because trust me, that's a snowball effect. Now that requires discipline as well. And look, I'm not talking to you like I'm perfect. Absolutely not. Far from it. A few videos ago, I admitted that a week ago, there was a few days where I was being a degenerate. But the one consistent thing about me is I don't stop coming back. Especially to the gym. Some weeks in the past, I've been a degenerate and only gone twice. But I don't ever use it as an excuse to accept that I'm a weak person. Because I know I'm not. I know everything I've been through. So I just keep coming back no matter how I feel about myself, and I keep aiming to go for that pinnacle of what I believe I should be doing in the week. That's consistency about myself that I have. Do you have that same consistency? Because consistency isn't just about meeting quotas physically, it's mentally too. Do you keep showing up mentally? Are you resilient? Because if you're the type of Don to keep getting back up, then you know you already have that consistency within you. So you need to transmute it into other things, that's all it is. I say that it's like it's an easy thing, it's really not. But if it was easy, then everyone else would do it, right? Do you know what? I say at the end of every video, I say less, do more. And living in a world of people that are constantly speaking, at first when you're the only one doing and not actually saying much, it can be frustrating because you want to match them. You want to say, no, I'm actually the Don that shows up. But after a while, when you are consistent and when you know you are consistent, you don't even need to talk. You don't even need other people's approval because you hear them talking. And you think to yourself, yeah, they say they do these things, but I know I do these things, and that's enough. And that is a beautiful place to be in, lad. If you want to get there, consistency, discipline, hustle. Prove to me you're an animal. All right, lad. I appreciate you. Say less. Do more.